Good afternoon, it's just gone 1 PM Eastern time and I'm just going to recap my trades for today. Green day, which is good. Quite a tough green day. I got chopped around. My first play of the day was a long off this level I had from the pre-market live video I did, and I went long and it was a stop out. I did hold, I only had one contract there. I added a contract down here as well, but I got out. So that was me. I was down my first trade of the day, and then I did then take a short up here. I saw it come back in, it retested the 50 moving average, and as it came back down through the level I went short and I rode it down for a bit and I got out around about there. So still, excuse me, I was still red for the day at that point, and then I was watching for a long at this point, and I went long on the breakout and it came back and I stopped myself out and I waited. Then I thought my level's down here 43.85, so it came in just double bottom at the double bottom tail, and I got in on the way back up and I added as well. In fact, I added a couple more times as it was coming up. So I was in this trade. In fact, my first entry was a test entry around 43.86, and then I was just testing for the long, and then it obviously worked out. So I added more on this candle, added more when we pulled back on this candle, and I added more as we broke out over that candle. And so I was in heavier than I wanted to, but I had plenty, and the reason I wanted to be in heavier than normal is because I was really waiting for the 44.10 area or higher of the day. But I took profits on the way up, took profits coming up into VWAP, and then I took profits here, and I had a couple of contracts left over which I was waiting to hold. I got nervous in the end. On this first red, I took another one off there, leaving with one, and I eventually stopped out to that area as well. Then I tried I tried a short at this point actually, and this is overtrading now. So I took a short there and I came out close to breaking, so I gave back a few of the gains from this nice trade up. So this is my trade of the day, this trade here, and again using the levels because that's what the levels are there for, and that level I identified in the pre-market live video I do. And then we've got this head and shoulders pattern kind of forming, and look at this. We moved down a few minutes ago. I think that was the bond market auction. I think it caused that. But irony, I was actually long. I'll get to that in a second. So I did go short here, and I got out down here as it broke the VWAP. In fact, when it came back up through the VWAP, and then I changed my position long because what I was looking for was, you know, now I'm looking at it on the I was looking to get in for the pushback up again, and I was watching I was watching level 2, and I was watching footprint charts as well, and I didn't read it very well. There was more sellers in this area, and I was trying to go long where there's sellers, and the buyers did come in, and then I stopped myself out just there. In fact, then we saw this big move down, and it was a big move down, and it came all the way down. It dropped. What is that candle? That candle was 44.01 to 43.80, almost a $20 move on that one candle, and it came back and it retested my level and this area again. So it's a break and retest. So as it came back up, I got back in as it's coming back down again, and I drove it down. I got out right at the very bottom, and I took the other one about there. So just a short, just a very quick scalp that was, and that's my day ended. I did consider holding it. In fact, I'm glad I didn't, because my entry was around about here, I think it was. No, my entry was, hang on, I can open up my actual chart. Here we go, that's my entry there on the way back down. So my entry was at 43.84, and I got out right at the very bottom, as you can see there, and my next out was 43.80. So and that was purely trading the momentum. And in fact, if I show you my footprint chart, 1 second. Which would be that one there. So we'll keep that open so you can see. So that's the move down, and that was it was unreadable. Even when I zoomed in, I couldn't read the contents of the footprint chart. It's such a big candle, and that's what I've been watching today, these charts, and working out where the point of control is in each of these candlesticks. And I've changed it a little bit. This is showing us a bit of a negative candle. I've changed it so that it shows the imbalance of the volume rather than the bid and the ask. Just experiment to make it quicker to read. And you can see we had a massive big minus 5,000 order imbalance there, another minus 1,800, and a big 3,500 imbalance. And this area here, see these yellow lines, which is around 43.81 to 78, back up to 81, which happens to be around 81, around this area. These lines are kind of point of control, and I see that as like potential areas of resistance as well, or support, as we could be coming into. But anyway, so that was just it. Finished the day. I did okay for the day. I finished it up pretty green, but overtraded, so I need to work on the overtrading. I probably should have just walked. In fact, this should have been my last trade of the day, this run up here, and I should have just walked away and ignored all of this. But in fact, I was reading Wyckoff 2.0 book at the time, and I watched it. I kind of had it open at the same time, so I should really have shut my charts down. Anyway, that's it. That's my day. Another green day, getting pretty consistent now, and hopefully continue for the rest of the month. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will be back tomorrow, Friday, which is the 10th, at 9 AM Eastern Time, to go through these live levels again. And it's worth watching these videos, because look at the levels today. So we had that area there, which was, I know it pushed through and came back and broke down, so you could have used it. I used it as a target today for this long. Look at these, right between two levels, that level there. So that level there. Let's change it. So that level there I was watching, that level there. So that was why it was my target, and that's, so while it pushed all the way up, I basically played from one target, from one level to the next level. And maybe I should have been watching for this this head and shoulders pattern, and I probably should have just maybe taken a short. I was trying to go long there, but if you look at the pattern, it was a head and shoulders pattern, and I should have just been looking for a short to go back down. So anyway, good day. I'm done for the trading now, and note this double bottom as well, area we've been watching as well. So I'm not sure if I had that area marked up. No, because we was waiting for it to get back down into this demand zone. So, and look at that, it came exactly. How do I just mark? If I mark up that level there, put it in as a level. We almost came right up to it. So, looking very bearish right now. Look at the daily. Still in an uptrend. We haven't broken no pivots yet. We've actually put in a new high today, and we're putting in this bit of this, could say a bit of a bear flag, but we need to break this structure, and we're either going to break yesterday's low for a reversal. Look at volume as well. We haven't finished the day yet, but the volume's still quite low, and we had this hanging man candle yesterday, which with increased volume as well. In fact, we've had increasing volume the last 3 days, and this could be showing potential weakness at the top of here. So be interesting to see. We haven't quite put in a new high, so it's a lower high potentially, and we just need to break down through this area. So we're watching 43.69, 43.70. That's the area to watch for the breakdown, and maybe we could see the continuation of this move back down again. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow.